Well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of. A wise person once said, "Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater." I don't know who that person was or why they said it, but they said it, and now, you know that they did. I don't know why I'm doing an intro for this, quite honestly, because the Aphmau herself has an intro for this particular video that we're going to watch today. If people don't remember, back in 2019, Aphmau had a brief stint of releasing gacha videos, and I got the order wrong. I started off for the penultimate one, I think, and this one was actually, I believe, the first one that she did, apart from reacting to a few videos before that, which, for the record, I have not forgotten about because one of the lines in there literally changed my entire career path. But that's not why we're here right now. And also, I'm just gonna let this play out. I just need to emphasize on Restream, if I'm hosting, I can see everything in the corner that's happening, and the first frame of the video, which is usually on. Sometimes it's just, a black void or whatever, but this time it is just can I just let me just wait. I see if I can actually just put the first frame up. Nope, it's not working. It was a full close up of Aphmau's face, and she is about like this far away from the camera. So that was her introduction, I guess. I've got to remember that technique. There it is. Thank you. There. Okay, that's what I was looking at in the corner and just being like, okay, don't acknowledge it yet. Don't acknowledge it yet. Don't get distracted. You got a video to do. And so there we go. All right, now I guess take it away, please, Aphmau. Without further ado, on with the review.
Cheaters! That's what's going on. There's a lot of cheaters up in here. Now, I have discovered that some people out there be cheating on others. It is a terrible thing
Well,
to
discovery,
do, right?
indeed.
Like, it is absolute, no. Like, mistakes happen, but you don't accidentally cheat on somebody. I don't think that's even possible. Though one time I was talking about this kind of stuff, someone said, yeah, I accidentally kissed my, twin sister's sister because they were twins and I couldn't tell them apart and we were just dating.
I think what Aphmau meant to say there was I kissed my girlfriend's twin sister, not my twin sister's twin sister, but sure.
For like a week, which is oddly specific, but I guess maybe that scenario is.
Yeah, so I'll just put myself in front of saying. Actually, I do remember a story. I was watching a Mortimer video at one point. Mortimer, by the way, is the channel name of Susie, who, for the purposes of this story, important to note, she is the wife of Ego Raptor. And what she was talking about there, alongside her twin sister, Jean, I believe is her name, is the fact that the one time that Aaron, aka Ego Raptor, couldn't tell apart from the back, and at one point, went to hug behind Susie, ideally, but it turned out that it was Jean instead, and that was the one scenario. That's not cheating, but I'm just saying that in general, even if you're married to a person, you can still mistake their twin sister for them, particularly from behind. So yeah, I don't know if that was a real story that I just told there, but again, I can sort of see that being an accident. Not quite in the same way that fanfics do, where it's like, oh no, I tripped and kissed both Jeffrey and Caitlyn, which, physically enough, was an Aphmau fanfiction. Go look it up if you want.
It's unforgivable, is what I'm trying to say. And today we're gonna be doing a very special video that's going to expose people who cheat. And I don't mean cheating in the sense of, actually watching cheaters together, because I've been watching trash TV for a little while. I'm sure if I put that on there, we would be, we would get copyright striked. That's a video for another time.
Yeah, ironically enough, the reason that I'm doing this as a pre-recorded video is because Aphmau's network likes to copyright strike me when I do live streams, so I can understand that, Aphmau, but not for the reasons that you were probably aiming for.
Though, but today I wanted to talk to you guys about Gachaverse because I've discovered something sinister going on in the Gacha verse. Or
Okay, when Gachaverse, what she means to say is Gacha Life in this instance, I believe, because that's what she used to make this video that she's doing right now. Because when people start off with any Gacha app, most of the time they get like the name of the specific game that they're referring to mixed up. Like nowadays, when I look at a video, I'll look and say like, oh, okay, that's a Gacha Studio. That's might be a Gachaverse. It's hard to tell. But this one's definitely a Gacha Life 1, Gacha Club, Gacha Life 2, obviously. They all have distinct things, but, you know, it's been 5 years, so of course I understand that stuff. But yeah, when you start out, you get the order mixed up sometimes. Like, my first ever, gacha video, I've told this story, but my first ever gacha video that I did was a gacha verse because I asked, Jay what was the one that I should actually do between Gachaverse and Gacha Studio. And Jay explained that, you know, Gachaverse was the new thing. So as far as like the biggest update goes, then that was the one to use. And then that video came out, and then Jay forgot about that for a while. And then when I released it, because it took me a while to make it, obviously, he said, "Why did you not use Gacha Life?" I was like, "What is Gacha Life?" It's like, how was I supposed to know about this? I've literally made one video in this thing. Like, so yeah, I understand the confusion, but yeah. The video we're going to watch today is a Gacha Life 1.
Gacha Life, I recently discovered Gacha Life on the PC, which is a lot better. I recommend that one.
Yes, I do recommend that. Well, I mean, I recommend that one, you know, 5 years ago. But I do recommend the PC version particularly. See, PC power, it does make a lot of sense. And to be fair, I think the videos that we're going to see right now probably could not have been made if it weren't for being on the PC version.
Regardless, something has been going horribly wrong in Gachaverse. So let's go over exactly what I found because it is dark and brooding and horrible and I can't believe it's going on. So you see the search bar right here? See the search bar? If I click on it and I put Gacha
Okay, again, I think we lost connection. Well, I know we lost connection. Oh, it says we've been going for 10 minutes. I might have to like cut this part out. Might be if I watch this in the VOD, there's going to be an issue. I'm going to put this back on the screen now, and we're going to continue, and hopefully it'll be fine.
Cheats.
Okay, so where we were up to was Aphmau says there's something going on in Gacha, in the Gacha-verse, in the Gacha-verse spheres, and she was said, if you type in a certain thing, then this is what comes up. So we're now going to see that again. Pretend that nothing happened. We're back.
That's just, and you know, all this other stuff comes up. If I put Gachaverse and I put Aaron, Aaron cheats on Aphmau. Now you may.
This is a slightly, I'm not going to say disingenuous. I'm going to say hyperbolic, because Aphmau before this did one other gacha video, which is her reacting to stuff that the Aphmau community had made, and you know that's why I mentioned the quote from earlier and her mistaking the names for Gacha Studio or Gachaverse together. So she did the first videos that she watched on there where Aaron cheats on Aphmau, so that was probably what inspired this in the first place, and inspired her to do a bunch of parodies. So in order to rectify this, she decided to at least have it directed at her own channel, which, you know what, that is a power move. I completely understand that one.
I think that's an Ollie specific term to come up, right? Like, it's not just, you know, it just comes up, but if you type in Aaron, like, you know, you'd be looking like just for Aaron Aphmau My Street. You want to be looking for this specific thing. But if you click on it, you'll take a look and you'll notice that there's not one, not two, not three, not even four, but there's over so many.
I mean, yeah, that's why it's the top search term. Of course there's going to be many of them, but again, slight hyperbole here.
Pages of this going on! And it goes down further. Look at this. If Aaron cheated on Aphmau, part 2. If Aaron cheated on Aphmau, episode 3. Like, there's just so
Episode
many
3? Someone made a series out of this? I'm gonna have to check some of these out, that, you know, maybe the ones that Aphmau herself reacted to, maybe see what I think of them.
So today, I want to expose this cheater for who he is. I want to see what's going on in these videos. And then maybe towards the end, I'll give you guys a little bit of surprise of my own. But for now, we're here to
I mean, it's not much of a surprise because it's in the title, but sure, surprise us, Aphmau. So I guess we're going to watch a few more Aaron cheats on Aphmau beforehand. My bad. Again, I didn't check this video in several years, probably since it first came out, so I didn't remember there was more sketches involved in this. All right, then.
expose these
Not sketches, other videos, whatever.
cheating Aarons in all these videos. How are they cheating? What are they doing? And how do you guys perceive cheating? Now, I know in my previous Gachaverse videos, we've gone over a few of these, but we're gonna go over some of the different ones and see what's with this trend of if Aaron cheated on Aphmau. Let's just jump into that. All right, so here we go. We're starting this video. We got Aphmau. Whoa, that.
Ah, yes, the classic Naruto run immediately. She's going to point out the Aphmau stuff, but I'm going to talk about the Garth Naruto run, because yes, that's, if you remember back in the day, that was always what people would have, which I guess kind of explains why that trend sort of died out. Because whenever those running cycles back in the day of Gacha Life, they were probably calling back to what they were used to, which was this. Gacha Life was, again, like I said, relatively new at the time. So not everyone, I guess, had shuffled over. Like I always said, there's always a transitional period between the previous game that everyone's used to working in compared to whichever the newest version is. And that is universal regardless of how good or bad the quality of the new app is. There's always that transitional period no matter what. So anyone, again, talking about Gacha Life 2, anyone who, you know, back when that came out was you know, overwhelmed by what they were being presented with. That's why it's happened many times over. It will happen again in the future, just hopefully with something a bit more complete next time.
Aphmau looks very Aphmau-y. I like the ears and where she's going with that. And then we got Naruto.
Aphmau's two favorite colors are lilac purple and white, so, you know, that's very much on brand.
Naruto run Garth, who's just Naruto running. All right, so let's see where the story goes. Let's see how sad the story's gonna get. So Aphmau and Garth are running. They're running through the forest, having a good time, you know. Just Aphmau's her color is very interesting.
This kind of reminds me, I think it's the Lauren Z side style of reacting to gacha videos, the narrating everything that we're seeing on the screen. So we see these two, blah 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 blah. Usually, when I'm reviewing something, I'll like let that play out because you're seeing what's happening. But maybe because Aphmau is less keen on filling the void with the music that would probably accompany this, and back in the day was probably copyrighted anyway, so I can understand that.
Gareth, come here, ha ha ha. Gareth, oh no, he caught them. Aph, you might want to open your eyes. Gotcha.
Oh, I guess that was canon that she had her eyes closed. I thought that was just the expression. Sure.
Wait, you may want. She didn't open her eyes early, like she just had her eyes closed and she needed permission.
You know something? That's actually a clever workaround to what people not using camera angles back in the day, because yeah, Gacha Studio, I rarely see any camera angles applied at all. So everything was on screen all the time. So if you wanted a surprise for a character and there was almost no way to obscure them, especially in an open beach like this, then I guess that's a solution.
Permission from Gareth to open her eyes. Okay, after all this time, and Kaylin's just there looking
Always.
at her. Wait, what? Excuse me, Gareth. I don't know where you got your degree in being a person, but Aphmau.
Okay, this is. Oh, there we go. She's gonna talk about
Wait,
it.
you should be ashamed. Okay.
Okay, I think what's gonna happen is that Garth is saying Aphmau wait to Aphmau, obviously, and then he's going to turn around and in the same breath, same speech bubble, he is going to direct himself to Aaron, and the "you should be ashamed" was for him. And that is an issue when it comes to people people not using the speech to me, oops, connection lost, reconnecting, but after several minutes have passed. So I'm going to try and close some stuff down first, if it responds properly, and then we'll continue. Because I couldn't even move my computer until right now. So yeah, let's just do that. Let's get rid of that. And a little bit of that. I'm just closing stuff in Task Manager, by the way. You can't see me doing this. Okay. Now, with my CPU a little bit more cleared, let's hopefully see. So just to recap what I was saying before, I believe that what is happening is that they've not used speech bubbles correctly, so Garth is supposed to say you should be ashamed to Aaron when he turns around in a second, and that should be in a separate speech bubble. This was a problem in Gacha, especially at the time when people were still practicing. They kind of treated the things like almost like comic panels, even though the comic panel wouldn't see this mistake anyway, but they treated them like comic panels where like all of the speeches were like on screen at the same time, mostly because that would save time in filming the video. But, you know, there's a downside to that, which is that the flow of the video and where you're supposed to like follow on the conversation is not as clear. And when it takes a while, we have to pause, especially to get the gist of it, and the speeches are cropped out by YouTube itself, then that's also a problem. So, you know, a number of things wrong with this idea. Sometimes cutting corners is not the way to go, and this is one example of that.
What should she exactly be ashamed for? The fact that, you know, she was betrayed? If any.
And because, as a casual viewer and someone who doesn't consume Gacha all the time, Aphmau would not know this, and therefore she interpreted the video in that way.
Anything, I think Aaron should be ashamed of himself, and Caitlyn at the same time, because they know each other. But alright, let's just go ahead and go with this. Zane, what happened?
Oh, never mind, he doesn't turn around. Maybe I was wrong there. Maybe that was directed to Aphmau, or the creator forgot to swivel Gareth around. I don't know. Also, Zane is flying right now. Zane is just floating on the side of the bed. I'm floating on the bed. My foot is digging in the mattress. My best friend down below is in dire distress.
Aaron. I might as well just whoa, this is getting dark. What did he do? He cheated on me.
Oh, Aphmau, you have no idea how dark gacha videos get sometimes. Ooh.
With Caitlyn. What? I'll kill him. Whoa, this is whoa. Oh.
Okay, to be fair, Zane actually would do this because if anyone remembers, in season 1 of My Street, he actually went when he found out that Aphmau and Aaron had kissed. I know, spoilers for season 1 of My Street for those who haven't seen it already. Aphmau and Aaron kiss at some point. Zane finds out about this, and then he goes over to Aaron's house, I believe, with a sword to like challenge him or something. Or he like takes a sword out and implies that was what he will do because he's annoyed that, you know, Aphmau and Aaron are not dating yet at that time because they were still taking things slow, seeing where things went, yada yada. So that's very much on brand for Zane. And he did also pretend to be Aphmau's dad, I think, in the exact same episode. So if not a very close one. Again, not the most bizarre thing for Zane, although it's interesting that Aphmau herself seems to be shocked by that, even though it is entirely accurate. Aphmau, on the other hand, Aphmau, the gacha character, not the creator reacting to the video, pulling out a knife and, you know, about to game end herself. Yeah, that's the classic early gacha overreaction that you'd expect from a main character like this. Which is not a good thing.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah, like, look, see, like, Aphmau, the creator's trying to play this off so cool, because she was not expecting it to go this dark. She thought, like, oh, yeah, you know, what a, like, a wholesome thing. Because Aphmau, by this point, has reacted to a lot of content made by fans, mostly, like, Minecraft stuff, some, like, early reactions. Remember, that's how Moonty got, like, her biggest boost in popularity. Not that she was, you know, struggling for views in the first place. But from that point onwards, it got even more intense. And but yeah, fan content was a huge part of my street particularly. That's one thing that the modern Aphmau stuff is like not as big with, because I guess Aphmau herself doesn't acknowledge it so much, and therefore the cycle doesn't don't give back to that. Like the reason I think I still get a lot of fan art in Mutant Girl videos is because I always like address it when it happens. I kept that ball rolling. But that's just me. In this case, yeah, that was a huge part of it, and I myself partook in making Aphmau fan content. It's never actually to me, but that's not the point. Yeah, but so in this case, what she's expecting is something more wholesome in general, because that's what things tend to be. I mean, there was a lot of shipping content, especially, that went on that Aphmau was obviously aware of, but because the heroines were so young, it didn't tend to veer into the inappropriate side of things too much, from what I know. So, and again, she has full-on videos reacting to her own reading her own fan fictions, not her own like written by her, like about her characters. So yeah, she's expecting something along those lines, and then when the Gacha community hits her with this, yeah, that's got to be a shock to the system, you know. Okay, I think we're back. I'm not sure how this is going to look in the end video, by the way, all these like losses of connection. I'm just trying to get through this, because I have a stream like sometime after this. It's not going to go well.
Oh, no! Wait, did he stop her or did she die? Okay, so she stabbed it herself. She stabbed it and she fall down. And then
And again, this is another thing. See, we're reading from, like, again, in the West, we read from left to right instinctively. What's happening here is that Aaron's the first one to speak right now, but he has to be positioned on the side. There's another issue with speech roles, by the way, if they're on screen at the same time as each other. Because, yeah, so Zane is responding to Aaron right now, but is that going to come across? Let's see.
Aaron comes in suddenly, says, "What happened? She killed herself. She killed herself because of..." Where did Zane go?
Huh?
How dare you cheat on Aphmau senpai?
Okay, so I guess Aphmau's just standing up right now and alive. Like, she hasn't even got her eyes closed.
Block, so she gets stabbed it instead. Kawaii-chan, I think we...
And this is another problem I had, is people who will put stage directions inside. I kind of get it with Gacha Studio because it was so bare bones. It was really, really hard to, like, make visuals and stuff. Anyone who started off with Gacha Studio, I salute you. I have nothing but respect for you because you worked through probably the most difficult period production wise of any gacha.
We need to talk about problems you may have in this universe. All right, so this is part 2. Before I go, I love you, Aaron, and I always have loved you. Oh, I love you so much, Aphmau.
Did Aaron's skin color change? He was not this tanned before.
Where did you go, Zane? What happened? I tried to kill Aaron Kun for cheating on Aphmau.
Just casually says that.
It's quite... Just an angry face is all you're gonna give her? Is an angry face? What is she? This is your fault, Aaron. Oh my gosh. What is...
Okay, so I'm guessing this is supposed to be Sylvana who comes in with this because, say you need La Chancla, which is Sylvana's thing, not Ziana's, but I've heard plenty of people say Ziana when they mean Sylvana and Sylvana when they mean Ziana, so I get it, but still.
That's... Ziana is not the one that does that. That's Sylvana. You were
Yep,
the
there
only
we go. See?
person she loved. Now she's dead because of... I know. My baddie is dead because you cheated on her. I know.
What you mean to say, baby? For reference, the word baddie did not have the same connotations it does now in terms of our modern slang. So it's not as bad, but wow, did that age like milk. Oh yeah, sure, just like drop her on the floor. I mean, I don't know if you could get like props or stuff in Gacha Studio. Again, I don't think you could, but there has to be like a PNG image of a coffin somewhere. Or just use the altar, pretend that's a coffin or something. Don't just drop a corpse on the ground in the middle of a church. What is wrong with all of you?
Our baddie is dead. Zake? Who's...
Oh, okay, so I guess that's just a consistent spelling mistake. Okay.
Who's Zake? I hate to see them like, oh...
I think that's meant to be Zach, for reference. That's supposed to be Zach.
She's just... I wish I could have one last moment with the... Oh, this is getting sad. No! Block's hands. Blocks...
Yeah.
Wait, what? You want another moment? Yes, that's all I want. Where is this? I can give you your life back. Wait, what?
Why? Why would you do that, though?
You can? Just come here, dear. Thank you. Okay.
When people say Deus Ex Machina, they don't usually mean it literally, but this is about as close to a literal Deus Ex Machina as you can get.
Okay, wait. Who is this character and where did she come into... Is she gonna come in? What?
I was thinking the same
Aaron!
thing.
Aaron!
Wow, you just woke up in your, like, presumably, possibly, partially decomposed body in funeral clothes. Probably emerging from the ground itself, considering we're in the graveyard right now, which means he probably already buried you. I'd be more terrified than overjoyed, because I think that a zombie has come back to haunt me.
I'm alive! Oh my god! Naruto ran towards each other! Oh, that's gonna hit their heads.
Yeah.
They hit their heads.
Always happens.
They are, Let's go on by really fast. Will you marry me? Don't you dare take it. What? Don't you? He cheated on you. You didn't even ask him about what you. Why was he kissing Caitlyn? She's just gonna marry him like that?
Oh my goodness.
They're engaged, and yes, I know he already proposed.
That's a reference to the actual series, because by this point, I think this was, obviously this is after season 5, so he's already proposed, so yeah.
But this is not very serious, so just don't. Just don't, guys. Just don't.
Don't
Let's go
what?
over Aphmau being a little over dramatic there. I don't think that it's wise, and I don't believe anybody should ever try to take their life because they were broken up with. I get.
Or for any other reason, but yes, in this context, especially that.
It's painful. Trust me, I've been in that situation too. It hurts.
Same here. In fact, someone did in fact cheat on me, so it fits. But yeah, I never once, considered this route because, you gotta acknowledge that, that person, even though if they were a huge part of your life before, they're not your complete life, that's up to you. So yeah.
Oh, heck, it hurts. All right? But it's not worth you risking your own life over, some jerkwad that is just being a jerkwad. If anybody ever cheats on you, you do them one up better. You be the best you that you can be to show them what they're missing and how bad they screwed up. And basically,
I have tried.
Forget about them. Like
I've tried since then. Actually, yeah, the cheating on me happened after this video came out. So yeah, now the advice applies more than it did originally.
Seriously, don't do that. Don't die for them. Trust me, you're worth more than anything they can give you, and you deserve to find someone that is good for you. Now, the Kawaii.
This is why Aphmau is, such inspiration to people, because she can say this stuff with, just the most, joviality possible in this case, but actually offer, genuine advice. So, yeah.
I just killed Aphmau. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, also, yeah, don't attempt to, stab your friend's ex-partners that cheated on them. No, don't do that.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I just liked how the bubble gets in front of Aaron, so she blocks at him. That was pretty good. But in reality, I think Kawaii-chan in this universe, in their universe, has a few issues she needs to kind of go over.
I mean, Kawaii-chan in any universe has issues, but that universe particularly. Well, I say that. Lion Gate didn't exist yet for a number of years, so that's the worst version of Kawaii-chan. This one, not far behind.
It was a good one. It was a good one. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was great. It's just,
I didn't. You're being nice because of your own community. I'm sorry, but that video, I understand some of the limitations they're working towards, but story-wise, that's always what I say. It always comes down to the writing for me, and the writing in this one was just not very solid. Even though it's comedic, the gacha logic can only get you so far as an excuse in my books.
Bit too over the top for me, but I thought it was.
Yeah.
I like the way they did it with the scrolling. It was pretty good. Aphmau and Aaron.
I actually don't like that because that takes you out of the visual of it. For me, when you see someone scroll like that, if it's not a transition, then if it's every single frame, that says to me you didn't know how to edit your video otherwise. And also they're probably using the scene composition thing you used to have in some gacha apps, which is fallen out of use. Again, I used it before, but even I was not happy with it, so I trimmed it down because it was timed to music, so, it wasn't useful. Yeah, you can control the pacing much more in post-production than you ever could trying to time this stuff out manually. That's just, a fact of life.
And cheating! Alright, let's see. Hi, Zane, did you go to tonight's party? Yeah.
Hold on, what? Did you go to tonight? I'm guessing that this is still, the same night, but the party's over now, but okay.
Did you get the fake lips in the goodie bag? Yeah.
Oh, okay, we're gonna see the terrible fake gacha lips that have plagued my existence almost as long as eye patches have.
Yes, so, ever wondered what it would be like if the fake lips kissed?
Ah, okay, here we go. So this is gonna be a misunderstanding, so to speak. Okay, so this is the opposite, I think. Aphmau cheats on Aaron, I suppose. It's only fair?
Okay, no, I haven't. Good answer, Zane, because I would not. Oh, Aphmau. Aphmau's gonna cheat on Aaron. Ooh.
See, she caught on.
Well, I have. It would look like real lips kissing. I don't know. Wanna try?
I think the fake lips in a party usually are like super big and cartoonish, so they don't look natural. However, they're not so big as to be visible from behind, which is where I assume Aaron's going to emerge from.
Ah, why aren't you asking Aaron? Oh, good point. Oh, phew. Aaron, did you get, where did he come from? Aaron, did you get the fake lips in the goodie bag? Hi, babe. Party? No, what?
Oh, I just noticed the mascots too. I'm guessing that below there that's supposed to potentially be, I don't know, it's too small to be Alexander. Maybe it's meant to be like a version of Alexander because of the pets at the time. And the cat's meant to be, I don't know, some like miscolored version of Eli the Third. I don't know.
Why? Oh, just asking. Okay, see you soon. All right, so Aaron doesn't have the fake lips. I did. He doesn't have them. Did you ask? Oh, wait. Puts on lips. Puts on.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. Couldn't Zane just have lent Aaron the lips? But okay.
And other put it on the lips. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. The double cheat. Oh, my God.
But they didn't even do the kiss yet. They just, because they can see them in the corner.
Aaron, Zane. Oh my God. No.
What do you mean? Nothing happened. What is going on? They just stood there. Okay. There is an anime called Mermaid Melody that I've mentioned a bunch of times on Gacha Review. And yes, one of the things that happens in that anime is in one episode we meet this new character who's going to be a mainstay, but for a moment it seems like, you know, she feels something for the love interest of the main character, but she's just trying to like stare at his face because she kind of recognizes something about him that looks like the main villain of the series. It's complicated. So she's there staring. The deuteragonist comes up and there's like, and sees behind, and he sees like, you know, the other character's hair in front of her, thinks that they're kissing. And actually, weird enough, that part doesn't get super clarified because it comes up a long time later, like in like 2 seasons ish down the line. And it's like, wait, do you still have feelings for this person? I wonder if that's true. It's like, wow, I'm surprised they didn't tie up that loose end, but they remembered to mention it was still an ongoing misunderstanding. That's an interesting way of doing that. Mermaid Melody is hugely underrated. One of my favorite animes of all time. Check it out.
Oh, this got shit. Oh my God.
Except no, they didn't. I guess everyone has to have a mascot. Again, you don't always have to use every accessory that Gacha has available. It's great that they have them, but even in Gacha Studio, there were some that were unnecessary.
Great. That answers your question.
Great.
And great.
Even Aphmau's like, wait a minute.
I lost the only girl who ever.
So, in English exams, one thing that they told us sometimes is, or just in projects in general, is that if we don't know how to spell a particular word, pick a spelling and be consistent, because it looks worse when you try the same word in several different formations. On the off chance you get it right once, it looks worse to an examiner than it does if you just stick with a spelling and they just happen to get it wrong, but they still know what you meant.
Ever loved me. Of course, blame it on me. Typical.
It was quite literally your idea, Aphmau.
Wow, this app has a big old B. Just leave me alone, Zane.
The other version of Aphmau was not far better.
I need to see Kawaii-chan. Alright, so this is... Zane, I can't believe you...
And of course, you know, we have the limited background, so we transition to the exact same scene. Weird enough, Aaron and Kawaii-chan ran off in opposite directions. They end up on the wrong side of the screen from each other. That says to me that this video was probably done in several different bursts, and the person didn't remember where they were standing, and it was probably not scripted.
Why? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, they're gonna get revenge! Oh my God. Hey, Aaron, hi. Thanks.
Oh, okay.
Punch. Picked her up. Okay. Thanks. No,
I mean, at least try positioning them a bit closer to each other, but okay.
Are you okay? No, I think me and Kawaii-chan are done. Why do you think that? She saw me and Aph using fake lips to kiss. Zane, I think you should talk to her, but she hates me. I know it.
I mean, yes, but also he was trying to go and see Kawaii-chan anyway. Why is he now in a pep talk? Again, this video was definitely not scripted, and the creator just forgot that was the plot point they actually decided on.
Remember when me and Kawaii-chan accidentally kissed? Oh, great. You mean you want to date her?
I mean, we did literally cover that, and they had a conversation about it, so you know the answer to that, and it's no. That happened in the actual series, by the way, in case anyone's wondering and hasn't seen My Streets.
No, it is that you forgave me and her. Maybe she'll forgive. Anytime, baby bro. Thanks, Scar. Uh-oh, no, no, no.
Yeah, and now they've swapped the order.
No, 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 no. They're gonna go back and they're gonna find Aaron and Quacha! Ooh, bro.
I love how she's like, I will say it's great that Aphmau is so invested in this storyline, because at this point I am just done with how contrived this is.
Aphri, okay? No, I'm not okay. I did something stupid. Was it Aaron? That's a no. I knew he was trouble. No, I used fake lips to kiss Zayn because, ew, why would you do that? He smells like old potatoes.
He smells like old is actually way funnier, but you know, fair.
I know, but I was wondering if fake kissing would be cool because that sounds like a good plot device, you know? It will make What?
Aphmau just casually still being a better writer, because of course she is.
What? Ah, what's gonna happen now?
But there's not even the same background. At least go back to the other one. If you're going to use the same thing from earlier, stick to it. They wouldn't have changed settings for this and gone right in front of Zayn and Aphmau.
Oh, what's... You're right, this doesn't make me feel better. Neither do I. I need to talk to Zayn. Let's split, okay? Bye, Aaron, this never happened. Bye. This is Kawaii-chan. I'm sorry. Wait, they're not gonna... What?
I guess, you know, you said sorry, and that's okay.
They're not talking about what they just... I love you and only you, Aph. Okay, I guess nobody's gonna talk about this.
Yeah, no one's gonna find a resolution. I mean, we hit the different beats in the 3-act structure, we just didn't have the connecting blocks in between them.
We did it! My street will continue, thanks
Okay, that's an actual funny line.
Don't tell me they're gonna kiss now. Like, what's... Hi, guys. Thanks, Aph. My street is saved. Lizzie and Andy saved. And the day was saved by Lizzie and Andy, and everybody clapped.
Why are they the ones out of character compared to everyone else?
I knew it was gonna happen, but I wish it was played out just a little bit more. Though I understand they need to shorten the story in Gachaverse because it's kinda... It takes a lot to do a Gachaverse video.
Okay, yes, it took some of an intermediate amount, I guess, but there is no need to shorten this out. There was no time limit associated with this. And take it from me, giving yourself a time limit to upload videos, particularly gacha ones, is a horrible idea because you end up with a mediocre, end result. Look at season 1 of the Mutant Girl. I set myself the goal of releasing an episode every single month. And if you've seen season 1 of Mutant Girl, you know some of them turned out all right, especially for my skills at the time. A lot of them end up being very atrocious or missing very key components, and it is just the worst.
And yeah, I get why the story was shortened. So I'm just gonna put in the dots. I'm gonna use my own imagination to fill in that they talked. They absolutely talked. Ooh, this one looks colorful. Aaron cheats on Aphmau. Oh, this is 4 minutes long. I can't.
I love the fact. Like, I understand you just shortened a gacha video. Wait, this is 4 minutes? Just the Aphmau's going through what I do, where I immediately give a compliment to something and it gets like taken back instantly by the next thing that happens.
Hi, Aphmau. Hi, Aphmau. Wanna go to the mall? What's up?
Why is
I'm giving her a deeper voice. Let's go! We're going to the mall!
Oh, but Aphmau, you forgot to do the to make the deeper voice.
So excited! At the mall!
I'm assuming this is the creator of the video because, again, another thing you see in classic old gacha is the creator appearing in the middle of the video and I guess delivering either some exposition or just filling the blanks or saying like, hey, I'm involved in this. And then they update their OC 2 weeks later and it's completely out of date by that point.
I'm lazy! We're gonna run up to Kawaii-chan. There she is. Let's talk to her real quick, Caitlin. Okay, you go on that side, I'll go on this side. So we can cut her. Kawaii-chan! Hi!
Come to think of it, I might have almost done that in Mutant Girl if I actually had a design for myself at the time. I didn't start gacha videos with my own OC in mind. That's normally like step 1 for gacha tubers.
What are you going at the mall? Shopping for clothes? Oh, okay.
I like how Aphmau and Kawaii-chan have the exact same different voice to each other.
Let's go!
Even though, like, whenever Aphmau plays herself in my she just sounds like her normal self. But every time she does an impression of herself, she sounds either like this or people give her some, like thick Texan accent for some reason. Which, I mean, I know that Aphmau was born in Texas, but so was I. We don't sound like we're from there.
Lolita Jenny, that's kind of really cute. I like that. That's a change his clothes. Oh no.
Just in the middle of the mall, in public. What a great idea, Jenny. Fantastic.
Oh no. Dye his hair. Dye his hair. She's just doing all this on the spot. Right?
Yeah, like, I mean, this I've mentioned this in like in the Lee Trescott videos. There was almost nowhere to hide a character, but I would also, if there's a problem with like hiding a character, put them in a different background somewhere, like maybe like in one of the shops that was in the mall at this point, because I know there were a couple of shop backgrounds. Then have her exit as Aphmau, and then then Aaron sees her.
In front of it.
Because Michi did the exact same thing in the regular show. Again, going to season 1, she disguised her. She used magic to disguise herself as Aphmau, but she went to a separate location in the arcade to do that, and then came back and tried, you know, whatever she tried.
He's watching her do it. I need figures and a tail.
No, you don't. That was a terrible idea from Aphmau in the actual series, with horrible moral implications and ethical ones. We do not need this now.
I'm assuming she's evil because it seems like they're making her evil in this. Where is Aph? I don't know.
Yeah, usually like the eyebrow scowl and the and the by the way, this looks more like Daniel than Aaron actually. Where's F?
Aaron. I gave Aaron. No, fake tail.
Why am I playing Aaron now? What happened?
And my transformation in front of Aaron will be complete. Haha, he never saw anything. Haha. Perfect. Now Aaron will be mine. Aaron, there you are. Ha, Aph. I've been looking
I guess she decided to reveal herself during the moment. I don't know.
everywhere for you. And she
Hang
runs
on.
up to him. I've missed you, babe. I missed you as well. Babe, kiss me. Okay, I guess so. Why not? Wow, it's always figured out with a kiss. Like, let me...
Yeah, Gachaverse was where people figured out how to do kissing. I guess in what we now consider to be the version that we like do, which is they remove the lips of the characters, and that's what symbolizes kissing. That's one of those universal things with like Gacha still has no way around that because of the 3.5 aspect to each other. Until we've got an easy way to do back facing, that's probably gonna be the standard kissing method in Gacha.
I guess we're making out. I don't know. Hey! Hey!
But I guess it was important to keep the fake lips on screen, so even that couldn't be done properly.
I see this happening.
Okay, so how come Gareth can recognize her? Oh, I guess because is he transforming back?
Ah! Oh my... Garth... Aphmau! Don't
Gareth can't
look
stand
slow
still.
motion. Hey, Gareth, we're just gonna walk by, like, in front of you so we can just, you know, talk to you for a second, if that's okay. Who's that behind you? Gareth, is that Aaron?
You know, it's hit me. Aphmau kind of sounds like KW. Whenever she's doing like the nothing, blah, blah, I don't know.
What is it, guys? What's wrong? Gareth, can you let me see? I want to see who's making out behind you. What is going on? Why would you do that? Because he hates you and he thinks you're an ugly loser! I like Lady Gaga, Jenny. Look at that. Shut up, Aaron, you martyr! I can't believe this is happening. You can't believe...
Oh my goodness. Just Aphmau with the zingers there. You know, this is when people say that reactors add nothing to videos, you know, Aphmau's adding stuff to videos. This is what I aim for, by the way. I hope I'm more of an Aphmau reactor than I am, I don't know, a sniper wolf or something.
You got tricked right in front of me! You were done! No! I'm sorry, Aphmau. He's thinking that. He's not even saying that out loud. He's, Did she just kick him and he's just accepting the... Let's go, Aphmau, now!
I mean, he probably blames himself and, you know, believes he deserves it, even though he didn't know, so, yeah.
I've done it. You cheater!
I like how Jenny still was called Aphmau Jenny in the names. That hasn't been updated yet.
The end. Okay, alright, so
That's
we've
it?
gone over
4 minutes, and we don't actually get a resolution to that. We're just like, oh, okay, I guess they're done. All right, they don't get to clear that up. The actual episode of My Street that's similar to this premise covers this way better. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's obviously, you know, penned by Aphmau herself, but even then, come on.
3 Gachaverse videos.
Give us something.
3 Gachaverse videos so far. And I've gone over quite a few of them before. We're not going to get into all of them, but usually the plot normally starts with Aphmau and Aaron. Aaron accidentally kisses someone else.
I mean, we don't need the summary because we've seen them, but
or
yeah.
he kisses someone else for whatever reason. But he ends up, Aphmau usually ends up walking in on him and seeing him, you know, in the process, and she kind of
we just saw 3 of these.
Runs off and then, you know, does whatever, but eventually, sometimes she'll end up forgiving him, and then sometimes, it just ends. So, like the one that we just watched.
Like right now, yes,
so after
exactly.
watching quite a few of these videos, I decided that I was gonna do my own take on Aaron cheating on Aphmau.
Okay, this is the part that I was hoping to get to right now. This is the main of it. This is the thing I thought this video was going to be. I should have known, given that it's 19 minutes, that was not the exclusive part, but whatever.
That's right, I decided I was gonna give my own writing a chance to see if I could do a Aaron cheat on Aphmau video, and I did it.
Spoilers, it's 1,000 times better. I know I haven't watched this video in years, but it's gonna be better.
It is a masterpiece, trust me. I think you guys are going to absolutely enjoy it, so without further ado, let's just jump on into it.
Oh, she said without further ado. Nice.
I'm not cheating on you! Wow, this show is stupid!
No, it's not. I like.
Okay, that's, you know, okay, so ignoring the fact that we've just seen the first example that I personally witnessed of the animated mouths in Gacha and actual voice actors doing their thing, in the background you can hear somebody kind of screaming like that, and that sort of sounds a bit like the way that like Ian and Pierce scream in Aphmau's modern videos. Which is interesting, because if you think about this, Aphmau could easily do more gacha videos like this, or make her own gacha channel, and make videos that are very similar to this, and probably end up, you know, I guess, expanding her YouTube empire even further than it has grown in the years since this has happened. Which is a frightening thought, but there you go.
Like it.
Then it's even more stupid.
Aaron, you meant to say it's stupider.
Regardless, I don't see
oh my
someone could
goodness.
accidentally.
See, they seem like real people. They seem like they're actual, like, I guess, like, personas, because they're written by the same person. So yeah, this is what I look for in like an adaptation is, I mean, yeah, adaptations, you got to make changes. They can't be the exact same thing. We've talked about this a lot recently, but there's got to be like a degree of authenticity to it, like a sense that people have understood. That's why Lion Gate is so awful, because clearly Dogen does not understand what made the characters just wish they were different, at which point just write your own show.
Cheat on someone else.
Maybe there's an evil demon going around making people do stupid things.
That sounds like a poor plot device you'd come up with in one of your stories.
Hey!
I mean, sure, it does, but it's still way better than the plot devices everyone else go with for their stories.
You're lucky I love you, or you'd be so dead. Ooh, popcorn's ready.
And again, you can see like the actual face expressions and reactions. Yeah. This is how you can tell. Even with the first video, Aphmau was leagues ahead.
Back.
Okay,
I heard you talking about my show.
What the?
I'm the cheating demon, and I put curses on people to make them cheat so my production company can film the results. And bam! Make a TV show.
That's
I mean, sure, the camera's like in here because it's not going to help otherwise.
evil.
How else am I gonna get views?
Oh, so I am literally a demon. Like, what were you expecting me to do?
Besides, it's not always me doing these things. Sometimes people do it of their own free will because people are stupid.
True.
I just do it sometimes.
So, why are you here?
You, Aaron, are my next victim. Special effects! Good luck.
Okay, I guess, I guess the TVs don't have to be here. I mean, the camera.
Sorry, Aphmau. I am cheating on you.
Wait, what?
Okay, this is where I've referenced this exact line delivery. That's the one part of this video that I remember is Aaron going, "Sorry, Aphmau, I'm cheating on you." And this is the difference. This is how delivery can really elevate a line. Because if you saw that just in like another gacha video with no like sense of hypnotism or anything, like no expression to go along with it, or that was delivered by like a different voice actor that hadn't like properly thought about it, then it doesn't come across the same way. In this one, even though we saw the demon possession, even if we didn't see the possession, actually, we could tell that just by Jason's delivery alone, that Aaron is currently being, at the very least, hypnotized. In this case, possessed. That is some great voice acting right there, and that is where voice acted gacha does elevate your production significantly. You can pull this off without voice actors. Just keep the facial expressions, have them very clearly in a daze, maybe like add some ellipses to show that there's like a bit of a pause there. So it's possible without voice acting, but it really does help. Some way, one way or another, you know, this is how you do it, and it doesn't, and make it so it doesn't feel as contrived, especially because it's so tongue-in-cheek. Like, bear in mind, the first episode, so the first video we watched of this was tongue-in-cheek, yes, but it wasn't built in a way that made you understand that it understood its own joke and its own humor, and so you just kind of thought, wow, this is atrocious. This one immediately sets itself apart by being like, okay, this is like, you know, an authentic portrayal of the characters. It's also I mean, you don't have to acknowledge that the premise is stupid like they did here, but it does kind of help in this case. But yeah, there's some degree of absurdity here with the cheating demon particularly, where it's like, okay, if a cheating demon can exist, then everything else can happen. It's very difficult to explain. I think it's because the other video was it was either too melodramatic or not melodramatic enough, that first one. And I think it doesn't go far enough in places, it goes too far in others, like, you know, Aphmau stabbing herself or attempting to, and then Kawaii-chan stabbing her and blah blah blah.
Must cheat.
And yeah, I've like, how can you not love that? That's the thing. I don't like, call me crazy, but there's a difference between being like, oh my goodness, I saw you cheat on me, like in a million other things. I will never forgive you. I'm going to now do a stabby stab, versus must cheat. Like, you get what I'm saying, right?
Oh no, the demon must have got him. Aaron wouldn't have just announced he's going to cheat. He's smart enough not to be that dumb. I have to
Yes, he very much is.
do something.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh no, he's gonna cheat!
How do they know about that, actually? That's my question. How do they know about the cheating demon thing? 'Cause he said, I'm gonna do it. That can mean like a bunch of things. It can mean he's gonna just, like, you know, like, drop on his knees and start digging a hole in the ground, for all we know.
Kawaii-chan, quickly run before we're demoted to thought status!
That's
You know, very fair.
so fast.
I can teleport.
Look out, she's got a knife!
Well, I'm dead.
I guess their life force was tied together. They became like Piccolo and Kami. Oh no. Connection again. I think. Hello? I can't unpause, but I can't, it's still connected. Why is this not working? I'm gonna have to reload the video, aren't I? Okay, reload the video. This video's gonna have so much editing later, even though I plan to post it immediately. Oh, there's the face again from the beginning.
Cheaters! That's what's going.
Yeah, cheaters, that's what's going on. Exactly. Move it along to about here-ish. Yeah.
Not so fast.
Look out, she's got a knife!
We've got there a knife. No.
Oh my god. You did it. Cheating is over.
No one will ever cheat again.
I mean, people do. You know, people are stupid. So.
Everyone will be fed, and I have cured ligma.
So hot.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, Ligma was a thing at this point.
I just killed my favorite trashy show.
But
There's
you solved
reruns.
Ligma.
What happened?
I don't have any more trash TV to watch.
Oh, Aphmau, there's always gonna be more trash TV out there.
Oh, babe, don't worry.
Yeah, you can just watch Twilight again. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Kawaii-chan, it's midnight. Excuse you.
no.
Was that everything that you thought it was going to be? I hope
Yes, absolutely.
so. So yeah, that took me like an hour to write. I just having fun with it. Obviously, I could go into more depth with it.
Aphmau is like the anti-gacha tuber in the best way. Because you know how a lot of gacha tubers will be like, this video took me however many days to make, and this was, you know, several thousand screenshots and, you know, whatever. It's like, I mean, fantastic. It, you know, is the video any good though, is the question. We don't care necessarily how many screenshots it took to make. But it's just an attempt to be like, look how much work I put into this. Praise me, please. But in this case, Aphmau's like, here, I'm just gonna dunk on everyone with my superior production skills that at this point had not been done by like anyone else in the community. And then I'm gonna say it took me an hour, you know? You know, eat that, nerds, basically. God, I miss these Aphmau Gacha parodies. I mean, they leave a lot to be desired in the case of like, if Aphmau took this seriously, she could take this, like, elevate this even further. And like I said before, that was part of what inspired me to make gacha videos in the way that I currently still do to this day. It was partly the Aphmau demonstrating that this was even possible to begin with, and it was also it was also the fact that Aphmau's parody videos, they were only parody ones, and it's like, well, you know, someone out there can, you know, put this to use to make something a bit still funny, but a bit more dramatic instead, you know? Maybe a dramedy. Maybe a dramedy about a girl with a dragon tail, potentially. So, yeah. Even when she's not trying, she's still inspirational. This is why Aphmau is my favorite YouTuber at this point.
And I could give it a better plot, but I decided, you know what? Let's just have fun with it and see what we can do in Gachaverse. And also, I've always wanted to make my own.
Except it was
Gachaverse,
Gacha Life.
Like, little mini, it's just a mini like one-off thing. It's not like that was completely serious. But I do firmly believe in
Yeah, I like
the
the first.
evidence that there is a cheating demon going around making people do these stories. It is totally 100% true. Either way, I don't know why there's so many of these videos. I think everyone likes to do their own take on it, and I think it's a fun idea. And also, it's really spicy sometimes. Like, you know, you don't see that every now and then. So, and hilarious at the same.
Sometimes, name a time that it contained any amount of well, I guess maybe like the one with the fake lips and stuff, because she really gasped with that one, but sure.
Time. Some of these are actually pretty hilarious. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I look forward to seeing you all next time, and until then, take care. Don't anger the cheating demon. He will get you. Bye-bye.
And there you have it. So, that's the moral, I guess. Don't anger the cheating demon. I would wrap this up with some huge thing, but I am like half an hour late because of all connection issues. I need to record it 5 years later right after this. So I'm proceeded to move my stuff all the way downstairs again and reacting to another Aphmau video, but this time doing so on Twitch. So it might end up even worse. We'll find out. But yeah, I think I've said all I need to say about this. You know, hashtag bring back Aphmau Gacha. And by which I do not mean Aphmau fan gacha content, because that's still very much a thing, and also it's a Lion Gate, so mixed baggage there. But yeah, as for everything else here, yeah, please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters so much already. Let me know what you think in the comments as well about this stuff. You know what? Tell me in the comments which GachaTuber inspired you to begin, and potentially what series was it? Because that might, go to me to check out their stuff too in the future. But yeah, for now, of course, and on that note, until next time, farewell.